Well, hello and how are you? Hey, friends, welcome to the Shen Show. I am your host, Shen coming to you live right here in St. Charles, Missouri. Hey, today's Friday, October the 13th. Be careful, you know not what's out there. Anyway, got some happy birthday shout outs going out to Jodi Lynn Howrath and Scott Hucke. So, without further ado, here's a birthday song for the two of you. Hey, Jodi. Hey, Scott. Hey, I heard it's your birthday today. Why, that's another trip around the sun that you made. I hope you're enjoying your special day because, well, it's your happy birthday day today. I said, hey, Scott. Hey, Jodi. Hey, I heard it's your birthday today. Why, that's another year going away. I hope you're enjoying your special day because, well, it's your happy birthday day today. Day today. Your happy birthday day today. I hope you two of you have very many, many more happy birthdays. All right. All right. How about my Pokey pals? You got Amanda Sue Little and Julie Rigot. Those are your special return posts for you now. All right, well, alrighty then. We're going to jump right on into the weather forecast for the St. Charles viewing area. Today it's going to be brought to you by the Big Bash. Yep, that's right, the blowout. There's going to be the big mighty blowout for the this weekend, Friday and Saturday, for Helping Hands Thrift Shop and Foster Care Closet Diner. Yes, that's right. Get on over there through 6 p.m. Go and get the goodies. That's right. That's their biggest sidewalk sale ever. Plus, all the stuff in the store. It's great ideas, great stuff to purchase. Get on over there. It's cheap, 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 cheap. Uh, have fun. 416 South Fifth Street. Alrighty, alrighty then. Let's do it. Let's give you that weather forecast for the best part of the day. Today's high was 69 degrees Fahrenheit. Fairly partly cloudy, mostly sunny, but had a few clouds passing over. Rained a little bit this morning, but kind of cleared up this afternoon. So some clouds overnight, slight chances of rain showers, low temperatures of 51 degrees Fahrenheit, with winds west to southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tomorrow, October the 14th, cloudy with high temperatures of 59 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be northwest at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Cloudy skies overnight with slight chances of rain showers. Low temperatures of 46 degrees Fahrenheit with winds north at 10 to 15 miles per hour. And then for Sunday, October the 15th, cloudy skies with high temperatures of 56 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be north to northwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Partly cloudy skies overnight, low temperatures of 43 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then Monday, uh, October the 16th, intervals of clouds and sunshine. High temperatures of 62 degrees Fahrenheit, winds northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Few clouds from time to time with low temperatures of 41 degrees Fahrenheit with winds north to northwest about 5 miles per hour. And then for Tuesday, October the 17th, partly cloudy skies with high temperatures near 65 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be light and variable west at about 5 miles per hour. Generally fair conditions overnight with low temperatures of 44 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be south to southeast at about 4 miles per hour. Wednesday, October the 18th, partly cloudy skies in the morning will give way to cloudier skies during the afternoon. High temperatures of 72 degrees Fahrenheit with winds south at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Cloudy skies overnight, 52 degrees Fahrenheit with winds south to southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And that, my friends, was your 5-day forecast for the Central area. Throat was really goofy while I was doing the Bible with Briscoe today, so we may not be doing much singing. Oh, yeah, well, see, there it goes again. Just because I mentioned it, I've got some sinus drainage going on, and it's collecting right there at that trach hole in my neck. And, well, it's all clogged up, and so pretty tough stuff, don't you know? Oh, look, we broke it. Wake up. Mouse click. Mouse click. Mouse click. Click yes. Start dwell clicker 2. Okay, I think that's fixed. Go to sleep. Yeah, that fixed it. Everything was going wacko. I wasn't able to go anywhere with the uh, uh, mouse. It was going someplace, but it wouldn't click on anything. So hey kiddos, looks like it's TV grandpa time. And I'm gonna tell you a little story about Cookie. Yeah, it was a Cookie man. And he's gonna run throughout that frying pan as fast as he can. Yep, Cookie man. The gingerbread man, that's right. Here we go. Hey kids, jump up on the couch or jump up on the bed. TV Grandpa's gonna rest your sleepy little head. Alright, and here we go. The gingerbread man. One day, the cook went into the kitchen to make some gingerbread. She took some flour and water and trestled and ginger, and she mixed them all well together. And as she put in some more water to make it thin, and then some more flour to make it thick again, and a little salt and some spice, and then she rolled it out into a beautiful, smooth, dark yellow dough. Then she took the square tins and she cut out some square cakes for the little boys. And there we go. Cakes for little boys. And with some round tins, she cut out some round cakes for the little girls. And then she said, I'm going to make a little gingerbread man for little Bobby. So she took a nice round lump of dough for his body and a small lump for his head, which she pulled out a little for the neck. 2 other lumps were stuck on beneath for his legs and were pulled out into proper shape. And then, with feet and toes all complete, and 2 still smaller pieces were made into arms with dear little hands and fingers. But the nicest work was done on the head, for the top was fizzled up into a pretty sugary hat. On either side was made a dear little ear, and in the front, after the nose had been carefully mounted, a beautiful mouth was made out of a big raisin. The 2 bright little eyes with burnt almonds and a caraway seed. And then the gingerbread man was finished, ready for baking, and a very jolly little man he was. In fact, he looked so sly that the cook was afraid he was plotting something mischievous. And when the batter was ready for the oven, she put in the square cakes, and she put in the round cakes, and then she put in the little gingerbread man in a far back corner where he couldn't get away in a hurry. Then she went up to sweep the parlor, and she swept and she swept till the clock struck 12, when she dropped her broom in a hurry and exclaimed, "Wallocks, the gingerbread will be all baked to a cinder." So she ran down into the kitchen and threw open the oven door, and the square cakes were all done, nice and hard and brown, and the round cakes were all done, nice and hard and brown, and the gingerbread man was all done too, nice and hard and brown, and he was standing up in his corner with little with his little caraway seed eyes sparkling and his raisin mouth bubbling over with mischief. And while he waited for the oven door to be opened, the instant the door was open, when a hop, skip, and a jump, he went right over the square cakes and the round cakes and over the cook's arm, and before she could say Jack Robinson, he was running across the kitchen floor as fast as his little legs would carry him towards the back door, which was standing wide open, and through which he could see the garden path. "Run, run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man." Well, the old cook turned around as fast as she could, which wasn't very fast, and for she was rather a heavy woman, and she had been quite taken by surprise, and she saw, lying right across the doorway, fast asleep in the sun, old Mouser the cat. "Mouser, Mouser," she cried, "stop that gingerbread man. I want him for little Bobby." When the cook first called Mouser, Mouser thought it was only someone calling in her dreams, and simply rolled over lazily. And the cook called again, "Mouser, Mouser." The old cat sprang up with a jump, but just as she turned round to ask the cook what all the noise was about, the little gingerbread man cleverly jumped under her tail, and in an instant was trotting down the garden walk. Mouser turned in a hurry and ran after her, although she was still rather too sleepy to know what she was trying to catch. And after the cat came the cock, jumping along rather heavily, but also making pretty good speed. Oh, the cook, not the cock. After the cat came the cook, lumbering along rather heavily, but also making pretty good speed. Now, at the bottom of the walk, lying fast asleep in the sun against the warm stones on the garden walk, was Towser, the dog, and the cook called out, "Towser, Towser, stop that gingerbread man. I want him for little Bobby." And then Towser first heard calling. He thought it was someone speaking in his dreams, and he only turned over on his side with another snore, and then the cook called again, "Towser, Towser, stop him, stop him." Well, the dog woke up in good earnest and jumped up to his feet to see what it was that she had stopped, that he should stop. But just as the dog jumped up, the little gingerbread man, who had been watching for the chance, quietly slipped between his legs and climbed up on the top of the stone wall, so that Towser saw nothing but the cat running towards him down the walk, and behind the cat, the cook, now quite out of breath. Run, run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. He thought at once that the cat must have stolen something. That is what the and that was the cat that the cook wanted him to stop. Now, if there was anything that Towser liked, it was going after the cat, and he jumped up the walk so fiercely that the poor cat did not have time to stop herself or get out of the way, and they came together with a great hissing and barking and meowing and howling and scratching and biting as if a couple of Catherine wheels had gone off in the wrong way and had gotten mixed up with one another. But the old cook had been running so hard that she was not able to stop herself, and better than the cat had done, and so she fell right on top of the mix of dog and cat, so that all three rolled over on the walk in a heap together, and the cat scratched whatever came nearest, whether it was a piece of the dog or the cook, and the dog bit at whatever came nearest, whether it was a piece of the cat or a piece of the cook, and so that all the poor cook was badly pummeled by both sides. Meanwhile, the gingerbread man had climbed up on the garden wall and stood on the top with his hands in his pockets, looking at the scramage and laughing till the tears ran down from his little caraway seed eyes, and his reason mouth was bubbling over with fun. Run, run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. After a little while, the cat managed to pull herself out from under the cook and the dog, and a very cast down and crumpled up looking cat she was. She had enough of hunting gingerbread men, and she crept back to the kitchen to repair damages. The dog, who was very cross because his face had been badly scratched, let good old cook go, and at last, catching sight of the gingerbread man, made a bolt for the garden wall. The cook picked herself up, and although her face was also bloody, badly scratched, and her dress was torn, she was determined to see the end of the chase, and she followed after the dog through, this time more slowly. Well, with the gingerbread man saw the dog coming, he jumped down on the farther side of the wall and began running across the field. Now, in the middle of the field was a tree, and at the foot of the tree was lying Jocko, the monkey. He wasn't asleep. Monkeys never are. And when he saw the little man running across the field and heard the cook calling, Jocko, Jocko, stop the gingerbread man, he at once gave one big jump, but he jumped so fast, so far, that he went right over the gingerbread man, and as luck would have it, he came down on the back of Towser, the dog, who had just scrambled over the wall and whom he had not before noticed. Now, Towser was naturally taken by surprise, but he turned his head around and promptly bit off the end of the monkey's tail, and Jocko quickly jumped off again, chattering his indignations. Meanwhile, the gingerbread man had got to the bottom of the tree and was saying to himself, now I know the dog can't climb the tree. and I don't believe the old cook can climb a tree either. And as for the monkey, I'm not sure, for I never seen a monkey before, but I am going up. So he pulled himself up and over, hand over hand, until he had gotten to the topmost branch. Climb, 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 as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. But the monkey had jumped with one spring onto the lowest branch, and in an instant he was also at the top of the tree. The gingerbread man crawled out to the furthermost end of the branch and hung by one hand. But the monkey swung himself under the branch, and stretching out his long arm, he pulled the gingerbread back in. Then he held him and looked at him so hungrily that the little man brazen mouth began to pucker down at the corners, and the caraway seed eyes filled with tears. And then what do you think happened? Why, little Billy himself come running up. He had been taking high noonday nap upstairs, and in his dreams it seemed as if he kept hearing people call little Billy, until finally he jumped up with a start and was so sure that someone was calling him that he ran downstairs without even waiting to put on his shoes. As he came down, he could see through the window in the field beyond the garden, the cook and the dog and the monkey, and could even hear the barking of Towser and the chattering of Jocko. He scrambled down the walk with his little bare feet pattering against the warm gray gravel, climbed over the wall, and in a few seconds arrived under the tree, just as Jocko was holding up the board to a gingerbread man. Drop it, Jocko, cried Bobby, and drop it Jocko did, for he always had to mind Bobby. He dropped it so straight that the gingerbread man fell right into Bobby's uplifted pinafore. Then Bobby held up, held him up and looked at him, and the little man's brazen mouth puckered down lower than ever, and the tears ran right out of his caraway seed eyes. But Bobby was too hungry to mind the gingerbread man tears, and he gave one big bite and swallowed down both legs and a piece of belly. Oh, said the gingerbread man, I am 1/3 gone. Bobby gave a second bite and swallowed the rest of the body and the arms. Oh, said the gingerbread man, I am 2/3 gone. And with that, Bobby gave a third bite and gulped down the head. Oh, said the gingerbread man, I am all gone. And so he was. And that was the end of the gingerbread man. There you have it. That was TV Grandpa. And that was the gingerbread man. Let's go over to the Daily Bread portion of the program. The Daily Bread portion of the program is going to be brought to you today by the Bible with Briscoe 2023. The Bible with Briscoe 2023 is the daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. Today's reading in the Bible with Briscoe 2023 will be Isaiah 41 through 42 and 1 Thessalonians 1. So don't forget to tune into the Bible with Briscoe 2023 for your daily reading of the Bible. Yielding to trust. That's today's devotion in the daily bread portion of the program. Our scriptures and insights today will be Isaiah 26, 1 through 4. So if it sounds familiar, Probably heard it recently. Well, not too recently. We're in the 40s on Isaiah. But at one point in time this year, you've heard it. Isaiah 26, 1 through 4, a song of praise. In that day, this song will be sung in the land of Judea. We have a strong city. God makes our salvation its walls and ramparts. Open the gates that the righteous nation may enter, the nation that keeps faith. You will keep faith in perfect peace. Those whose minds are steadfast, because they trust in you. Trust in the Lord forever, for the Lord Himself, is the rock eternally. And that was that. Isaiah 26, 1 through 4, yielding to trust. Alrighty, my friends. Hey, that looks like it. That looks like all. Oh, you know what? I am going to sing a song or two. How's about song lyrics? Pumpkinhead Charlie. I said Pumpkinhead Charlie, Pumpkinhead Charlie. He comes around when it's Halloween time. I said Pumpkinhead Charlie, Pumpkinhead Charlie. He sends a shiver right up and down your spine. Oh, look in the sky with the big yellow moon. Halloween time is coming soon. I said it's that season of the goblins and the witches and on their brooms and the Pumpkinhead Harvey. I said he's a grouchy and scary and hungry as heck. You better check the neighbor's doorstep and watch out for a Pumpkinhead Harvey. I said a Pumpkinhead Harvey, Pumpkinhead Harvey. She comes alive when it's Halloween time. A Pumpkinhead Harvey, Pumpkinhead Harvey. He runs a shiver up and down your spine. Oh, Pumpkinhead Harvey, Pumpkinhead Harvey. He sends a shiver up and down your spine. Oh, he's got fire in his eyes and sharp, jagged teeth. And kids, do you know what he likes to eat? They say his favorite thing is children with the trick or treat. Oh, yum, yum. I heard a story once, not to cause any fear. Old Pumpkinhead snatched off a child's ear from trick or treating. Who's got you near? So big nut, oh Pumpkinhead Harvey. I said it's a Pumpkinhead Harvey. Song lyrics, Little Red Riding Hood. I said, ooh, who's that I'm seeing walking in these woods? Why, it's a little red riding hood. I says, I eat a little red riding hood. You sure are looking good. You're everything a big bad wolf could want. Listen to me, a little red riding hood. I don't think little big girl should go walking in these spooky woods out loud. Oh, 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 oh. What big eyes you have, the kind of eyes that drive wolves mad. So just to see that you don't get chased, I think I'll go to sleep. I ought to walk with you for a ways. What for a lips you had. They sure are the truth, something bad. So, until you get to Grandma's place, I think I'll walk with me. Okay? Be safe. I'm gonna keep my sheep suit on until I'm sure that you've been shown that I can be trusted walking with you alone. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, little Red Riding Hood, I'd like to hold you if I could, but you might think that I'm a big bad wolf, so I'll, well, oh, what a big heart you have, the better to love with, little Red Hood, 'cause even bad wolves can be good. I'll try to be satisfied just to walk closely by your side. Maybe you'll see things my way before we get to Grandma's place. I said a little Red Riding Hood. You sure are looking good. You're everything that a big bad wolf could want. Ow, ow, ow. I mean, bah, bah. Let's see. Let's see. So, Nurse, the Monster Mash. I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For my monster from his lab did rise, and suddenly, to my surprise, he did the mash. He did the monster mash. There was a graveyard smash. He did the mash. I caught on in a flash. He did the mash. He did the monster mash. From the laboratory in the castle east to the master's bedroom where the vampires feast. The ghouls and the all came from the humble abodes to get Angel from my electrodes. They did the mash. They did the monster mash. They did the mash. It was a graveyard smash. They did the mash. It caught on in a flash. They did the mash. They did the monster mash. Well, the zombies were having fun, and the party had just begun. The guests included the Wolfman, Dracula, and his son. The scene was rocking. All were digging the sounds. Igor on the chains and backed by his baying hounds, and the coffin bangers were about to arrive with their vocal group, the Crypt Kicker Five. They played the mash. They played the monster mash. They played the mash. It was a graveyard smash. They played the mash. It caught on in a flash. They played the mash. They played the monster mash. Well, from his coffin, Drax's voice did ring. Seems he was troubled by just one thing. He opened the lid and shook his fist and said, "Whatever happened to my Transylvania twist? It's now the mash. It's the monster mash. It's now the mash. It caught on in a flash. It's a mash. It's the monster mash. It's now the mash. It was a monster bash. Now everything's cool. Drax a part of the band, and my monster mash is the hit of the lad. For you, the living, this mash was meant to. When you get to my door, tell them Horace sent you. And then you can monster mash and do my graveyard smash. Do the mash. It'll catch on in a flash. And then you can mash, and then you can monster mash. A monster mash, easy-eyed, cordial, impure young boy. A mash. It was a great George mash. All right, hey, that's it. That's all. That's Shit Show in a nutshell. Gonna say, about goodbye, my friends. It's time to go. I'm gonna say goodbye, my friends. It's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must go. So, goodbye, my friends. Goodbye. Hey, goodbye, my friends. Goodbye. This here has been Shindo Briscoe saying hello and how are you? Thanks for tuning in to the Shin Show. And as always, God loves you and so do I. So come back and see us again tomorrow because, well, God willing, we'll be here. And we hope that you are too. Hey, if you like what you see, share it. If you don't, share it anyway. All right. God bless you. We love you. We'll see you. Bye bye.